Mexico City. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Now watch run. Watch run.
X3. 218. Snap.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there in the game's first play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run,
Ready,
but he just started in once he saw the run develop.
Matchbox right.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Smooth.
From the 27, Locke airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and back on their heels.
Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
Some therapy after this. Kill.
On first down, it's Lindsay. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Buzz. Ready.
Now Locke throwing on second down.
I'm on.
They'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch him in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a place that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards of carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Bravo! Get it!
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Here we go! 50, plant! Yes, yes! Hey, Orbit! On the ball!
Watch the whip!
Now!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
45.
On 3rd down, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard
Come
line.
on, set! 10 Lobo!
55! Mike 55! Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, watch the lane.
Sleep river!
After the turnover, here's Locke. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm scared.
Hey, rock it!
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out of the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Bingo. Let's get it. Wide.
To throw again on second down. Cousins flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down and golden.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run forward with the hook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His pack became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against the letdown there.
They're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Echo.
Ricky. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
5.
Third and long.
Check.
It's locked.
Watch.
He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's locked. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Blue down.
Here's Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55.
Get it.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught at the 20.
Let's go, fellas.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Interception, baby. Let's go.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong
On the
door
double.
and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Indy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lee Griffin.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a big receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight ends Ringo.
Gun.
It's on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4 down.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. And Diggs has it. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back.
Now Cousins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stats.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ready,
so in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
On the set.
Check Mike 40. I'm coming.
Smoke.
I'm coming. Mike 40.
5.
Now this time Locke will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You got him.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Topper, topper. Yep.
Kill.
Go.
Kill. Turn up. Check nickel. Mike 55.
Go, jackrabbit.
Block now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 51 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Buzz.
45's the mic. Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Check three.
Lucky 48.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Inside give to Ham, the fullback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
No game
on this defense, no game.
The 45-yard line.
Two.
Now a run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Gun.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Delta.
Hey,
Black.
calm the crowd. And let's get this.
4th down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Move.
Hey, Steamer.
Shit.
Bravo.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to
Mike, I got wide. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check Mike 45.
Two.
Get ready.
They run it again with Cook. That one good for 33 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Shit. 45 for Mike.
They run, Cook, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for 1 more play. Again, it's Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got to decide.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Let's get this.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The high! 180!
Flag 45. Here we go, here we go.
300! Wait, touch!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for them that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.